Hey guys, so I promised a girlfriend of mine I was going to do a Facebook Live on dating. And I know nobody really is an expert, but I think if you have a pretty good track record of something, or you are, sticking with something for a while, you're good at something. I don't know if it makes you an expert, but I just want to share my experiences. Growing up in Holland, I was watching Dallas, Dynasty, Beverly Hills 90210, Love Boat, and my dream was to get married, have children, have a dog, the house with the white picket fence, and that pretty much became my mission. And I know other people, they're like, okay, they want to be independent and they want to make their own money and they want to make a lot of money. And for me, love was the most important thing, because I think when you got that love from that one person unconditionally, that person who signs on the dotted line just for you, out of all the people on the planet, he or she signs for you and says, hey, I'm going to stick with you. I just never gave up. And I think it's for everything. You just cannot ever give up, because I hear a lot of people who say, I'm done with dating. I'm over it. I will start dating when I lose 10 pounds. I will start dating when my finances are under control. I will start dating when this and this is like that. And you can't have that attitude, because there's always something. The same with children. And I don't have children. I had a miscarriage. So that's as close as I came to children, which is okay. But the same with children. You know, people say you're never financially ready to have children. And I think that's with dating too. You're never ready, but you can still work on yourself when you have that special person in your life. Because people say, oh, no, I'm busy working on myself. What, you think I stopped working on myself? Now I am married? No. I moved from Holland to Beverly Hills and looked for a guy, and oh my gosh, it was impossible. I went on dating sites and I tried everything, and I dated weirdos, and I'm sure they thought I was a weirdo. I dated a guy with a glass eye. Nothing wrong with that. I dated a guy who didn't look like his picture. I dated guys who said I didn't look like my pictures. I dated guys who said, oh my God, you're not skinny. You're like voluptuous. You're medium. You're not skinny enough. And I'm like, thanks. So you're pretty much saying I'm too fat. Thanks. I dated guys who I thought were not even into women, and I don't know what they were doing with me, which is fine, but don't waste my time. And then when I was dating, it was so hard, and I cried so much. And I had a Saint Bernard, and I cried in his fur. I was laying on the ground crying, rolled up in a ball, like, I'm going to be a spinster, I'm going to be a cat lady, I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life, and that's not how I see my life. And then finally, and that was in LA, and don't forget, LA has a lot of candy, has a lot of amazing, good-looking people, and those guys I met, they just wanted to play. They didn't even want to commit. And I get that. When there's so much candy, why stick with one? Play with them all and throw them out. Like, take the new wrapper and play with it and throw it out. So then I found my love in New York. I went to New York for what? I think 4 days. And I met a guy at a restaurant bar. And we totally hit it off. I went back to Beverly Hills. He sent me flowers. He sent me letters, text, phone calls. I don't think text was then. Phone calls, letters. And then I pretty much moved to New York after 10 days. And we're like, if it doesn't work out, I'll put you on the plane back. Right? So he proposed at Rockefeller Center in December of that year, and which was, 3 months later or something. And we were happily married until we were living in New York. And we had the house with the pool and the wine cellar and the Mercedes and all the materialistic baloney. And it was amazing. We went through 2 bankruptcies. Keep that shit real, right? Ups and lows, highs and downs, and whatever you call it. And then we moved back to Beverly Hills because I always had that, I wanted to be back in my bubble in Beverly Hills. So went to Beverly Hills, started his business, or our business again, in construction. And one day he said to me, he said, I really feel I was born for you. I really feel we were meant to be together. And that day he went to work and he never came back home. He died at 42 from a heart attack. So then I was back, of course, after a long time of grieving, because that shit doesn't, you have to grieve. You have to cry and be miserable and be a bitch about it, and going to shrinks for a while. You have to go through all that. I remember I was happier asleep than I was awake, but you know, it is what it is. So then started on the online dating sites again, and I never gave up. And I actually copied and pasted a message. This is the message that I sent to the guys. Hey, I like your profile and your pictures. Please check out mine. If you like what you see, shoot me a message. And I copied and pasted that one message to whoever I thought was appealing, because at the end of the day, you start with this. You start with the looks. You don't see my personality. You don't see my heart. Maybe I'm a bitch. Maybe I have a cold heart. Maybe I suck. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know. So based on looks, and yeah, it's vain and it's superficial, but that's real. And then I was dating, weeding them out, having coffee, having tea, going on dates, and I never stopped. It was like a full-time job. It's hard. I mean, it's really, really hard. And you don't do anything with the guys. No, you weed them out. You get to know them. It's that simple. You just get to know them as friends. And no one really was my cup of tea, or the other way around. And then finally I was like, yeah, let me go out of my zip code again, out of my 90210 beloved zip code. And then I went to San Diego zip code. And then I met my hubby, my soulmate, my second soulmate. So my point is, I have two soulmates. So why can't you have just one? Like, it must be out there. There is a lid for every can. You know how you have cans and there's a lid, and every can has a matching lid. And my mother always said in Dutch, she said, "Er zijn meer kerken dan mannen." That means there are more churches than men. And you see churches everywhere. They're out there. Just don't give up. And don't say, when I lose 10 pounds, or when I'm financially ready, or when I move, because you're wasting time. Love is so incredible. And now I have that love, I can focus on other things. I can focus on making money. I can focus on me. I don't have to focus on finding Mr. Right. It's so nice once you have that love. And it's not about the money at all. It's about the love, about the true love. Like, when I met him, when I saw him, his pictures, I'm like, he's an all-American white guy, so good looking. And that's just what I like. And you go for what you like. And I favorited him. I reached out to him. I didn't wait till he reached out to me. And that's how it started. And you just have to be aggressive. It's like with everything else in life. If you want it bad enough, you just do it. You make it happen. And don't envy other people, and don't look at other people and be like, I can't do what she does. If I can do it, you can do it. And don't let your happiness rely on other people. You first have to be happy yourself, because you know what I notice, what I do with my husband? I play the blame game, and I'm like, honey, take me out, take me on a date, do something with me. Like, let's go for a walk. And he hates to go for a walk. Let's go for a hike. Okay, we'll go fishing. He loves fishing. we'll go to the golf course together. He's like, no, I'm busy. No, I'm going with buddies. And I get it. He has his own life, and I can't blame my happiness on him. I can't rely on him. I have to be happy with me, and then we'll meet in the middle, and then we'll do stuff together, and we'll complement each other. He cannot complete me. So that's it. I hope this helps. And again, I'm no expert, but I would like to help others find love. And please don't let other guys, verbally or mentally, physically, sexually abuse you. And I know it's easier said than done, but please, and don't say my finances, I can't get out. You did it before. You were alone before you met him. You did it before. You can do it again. And don't get, I met a girl, she has like bruises on her arms, and she said, Anna, it was way worse. And I have had like sleepless nights over that. I'm like, I cannot believe that. And she can't get out because she doesn't have the funds. And I'm thinking, maybe I should make money and give it to her. You know what I mean? Maybe the money I made last month, I should give that to her to help her. Because please, you can do it. And if you need help, shoot, I'll send you money. If you need money, I'll find it. But get out. Don't let anyone physically, verbally, mentally attack, abuse you. Please, 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 please. Okay. Hope this helps, and I'll chat with you guys later. Bye.